Coming to the morning, price was holding below the new week opening gap. So for the morning, I was looking more bearish as long as the new week opening gap held, and I would look to see the 50-minute lows get taken out. But if price broke above the 50-minute highs, I would look to trade bullish, taking out the two intermediate highs, and eventually I was assuming maybe the 50-minute high. Um, but for the day, basically coming to the morning, I was bearish until we broke through the new week opening gap. Um, on the day just before the open, we had kind of a rangy bit of a start to the morning, and at the open we broke down below that range, and there was a strong move down. But I still didn't want to trade bearish, as I still wanted to see that there would be more confirmation. So I waited till another leg down, the second leg, and then there was a third leg. So I entered on the third leg down, assuming that we'd take the new day opening gap and eventually the 15-minute low. But that did not end up happening. Price reversed straight back up and took me immediately out of the trade. Um, then I was going in line with more of my bullish bias, but to be honest, I should have waited more than anything for confirmation that we were going to continue up higher, because we still didn't break through the new week opening gap anyway. So I placed another trade for three micro contracts, looking for price first of all to go up to the highs of the new week opening gap, and I was going to take one contract off there, and then I would take another contract off at the intermediate highs, and maybe all of them off there, but didn't matter anyway. Price tapped me in. Price tapped me in as Trump came out with tariff news that America's tariffs for other countries would be coming in on August 1st, hell or high water basically, and that got me tapped into the trade, and I looked at that as being a good thing, as we had a wick down and price went straight back up into the new week opening gap, but fell anyway, and price continued to fall anyway after that and took me out of the trade. And that after that, price just basically looked like a liquidity sweep, and price for the rest of the day consolidated around just below the new week opening gap, literally doing nothing. It was more of a day of consolidation, so neither trade would have worked out anyway, no matter what. But on the day, down 564 and 42 cent. So yeah. Coming to Wednesday morning, I was bullish, and I started trading late, about half an hour late, and the 15-minute high was just after getting taken when I arrived, and which was also the new all-time high. So I just stayed bullish for the day, and yeah. Trade wise on Wednesday, I took no trade. Um, we got after that move up to the 15-minute high, price just ended up just going straight downwards towards the new week opening gap, and it traded around that range for the rest of the morning or rest of the day. So I placed no trade for Wednesday. Thursday morning came in bullish, looking for the 50-minute high overall to get taken, but I wanted to see price move lower, taking out the 5-minute low, or maybe even the intermediate low, and maybe even the 5-minute low, and for price to continue higher after that. So bullish for the morning. Trade wise on Thursday, I placed a long position just after the open. Uh, we just took the 5-minute high just before the open, literally a minute before, and at the open I placed and like that candle closed above the 5-minute high as well, that 1 minute candle. So I placed a long position on the 1 minute fair value gap, just below 50% of the range, and price came down, tapped me in, and immediately got like taken out of the trade. Um, Price fell all the way down past the 5-minute low, down into the new week opening gap, and touched off the new day opening gap below there, and came back up a small bit, returned back down to the new day opening gap without taking that new low that was set, and the price went back up. I was looking to take another trade in that region off of 1 minute fair value gap, but I wanted to see 50% of the range reach that 1 minute fair value gap. It did not, so I never ended up taking a trade there. But we had another push up after that, and I looked to take a trade there as well, with four mic contracts going long up to the new day opening gap, but never got tapped into that, and price continued up for a small bit, and by that stage of the game anyway, it was coming. It was the end of the trading day for me, so I never placed any position for the rest of the day. So on the day, I'm down 236 and 20 cent. Coming into Friday morning, I was bearish on all the time frames. We might have been like at all-time highs, but we swiped the relative equal lows in the Asian session last night, and we also had a strong move down in the previous day's open, and all the strong moving down anyway. I was just staying in line with that bearish, and after we swiped the relative equal lows in the Asian session, we had a move up, but it was very weak and stalled out around 50% of the range, just at the highs of the new week opening gap, and returned back lower. So for the morning, I was looking bearish, wanting the 15-minute low to get taken, and yeah. For the trade day for Friday, at the open we pushed immediately up, and on NQ we closed above the highs of that morning just before the open, and but on ES it only swiped up for the 5 minute candle and went back down. So I was looking at that as a sweep, and I was then looking for price to continue lower. And when we came down anyway and closed below the lows, I looked to enter a trade off the 1 minute fair value gap around 50% of the range, targeting the 5 minute low for a 1.19 risk to reward, but got ran over with that anyway, and price returned up to the 5 minute high, and from there price came down, gave us a leg down. I didn't want to enter that leg, it was too early, and returned up, small little retracement, and then went down again. So I looked to enter a second trade then for four mic contracts going short down to the 5 minute low, targeting a 3.01 risk to reward, but price basically immediately tapped me out not long after, and yeah, ended up the day down 519 and 44 cent, and overall on the week I'm down 1083 and 86 cent, but there actually is one trade missing from that, and not too sure why it's missing, but on Thursday I also took a trade, and it's just not showing up for some reason, which is kind of a good thing, but whatever. Thursday there was another loss as well for 230, so basically I'm down like 1300 on the week, which is a massive losing week. So yeah, not great at all. Overall, the account afterwards, what it actually is at the moment is 50 272 and 2 cent. So I'm like just below $1,000 away from my max loss limit. So not going too good.